How's up, y'all? It's Poppin' It's D. This is part 2 of SZA lying for no reason. Y'all told me to react to this part. Apparently this has something to do with her lying on BTS, of all people. Why you lie on these sweet boys? They don't bother nobody. But sure, let's see what she lying about now in this video. Let's watch.
Okay, so the first alleged lie/incident is the one with her in a photo shoot done by Ed Wiggy. So Ed Wiggy, hopefully I'm saying their name correctly or their Instagram name correctly, is a growing photographer who has a very clear aesthetic and has worked with many celebrities like Chloe Bailey and Ruby Rose, and their work is very phenomenal. However, Ed Wiggy and SZA found themselves in an issue around October 2021. So basically, SZA went to Twitter and was basically explaining how she felt about photos being released of her. She specifically said, "Releasing pictures of me without my consent is scary." She revealed that the photographer was Edwig.
What she said, y'all be careful working with folk you don't know well.
Said, "Releasing pictures of me without my consent is scary." She revealed that the photographer was Edwig Hansen, and she mentioned that he messaged her saying that he was going to post some pictures of her and that they would likely not work together again. SZA said she never felt to...
I'm listening. Never felt more powerless or disrespected in my life.
Post some pictures of her and that they would likely not work together again.
He literally texted me and said, "Sorry if you don't."
SZA said she never felt more powerless or disrespected because of the photographer's actions. She explained that she didn't want such revealing photos on the internet. She also went on to say that she didn't want her ex...
If I don't want pics out because I don't want to fight with my ex, or my album not done and I want to wait, or I decide I don't want to be hypersexualized in that way right now, that's my choice as a woman, as a human. Girl, what? What the fuck? Who gives a fuck what your ex is talking about? Well, who cares? Nigga, you ain't with him no more. That's weird. But you don't want the pics out because your album isn't done and you want to wait? Well, I guess she's giving all these ors, but these all sound very specific to her, obviously. Or I decided I don't want to be hypersexualized in that way right now. Maybe in a few months on my own time, but not right now. That's my choice as a woman, as a human.
Being mad, and she didn't want revealing photos of her out there, and that it would be a distraction for her upcoming album. Many of these tweets have been deleted. So then someone on her label, Punch, also came out and was like threatening this person and also expressing frustration that these photos were out to have SZA's back. Okay, so now I'm gonna read some...
Wait, what did he say? And you still got the post up on IG. Wait, definitely not doing anything for clout. There's so much more to this than you guys know. I'm not a bad person. I'm not arguing with anyone. You still have to post up on IG. You're doing this wrong, champ. I promise you're doing this the wrong way. Sound like a threat.
And also expressing frustration that these photos were out.
SZA retweeted.
Okay, so now I'm going to read some tweets from Ed Wiggery that they posted basically in the midst of this whole situation. It's not in perfect order, so you'll get the gist. Edwig goes on to say, "Firstly, I would like to apologize for any hurt feelings I have caused by my decisions to post my work. I have the utmost respect for women and have no intention of disrespecting anyone. Of course, I respect your choice to not want them posted. However, as a creative who paid for a studio hairstylist and a makeup artist and got no form of compensation in return, sharing my work with SZA was the only form of compensation I was allowed. She agreed on buying her photos from me for co-ownership, but had very poor communication with management. Contracts were made but never signed. Payment till this day hasn't been made. As a photographer, I own rights to these images. It was a collaborative shoot. Again, there were no contracts signed, and I always respect a contract." Shh. "There was a time frame given for when the payment should be made, or I would post my work. We kept reminding her team, but like I stated before, communication was very poor. However, in certain situations, creatives working with powerful celebrities can be taken advantage of, and their efforts are disregarded. SZA reached out to me on September 22nd to collaborate on the shoot. Of course, I was excited and said yes right away. I agreed on clearing my entire schedule and began planning a costly shoot, all while charging $0 in compensation. I believe my efforts will pay off in the work that I produce with SZA." So that's what Edwig said around the time of all the backlash coming on their side.
Reasonable.
As more information started to come out, other people started to tweet evidence that suggested that SZA posted the photos from the photo shoot first on her Instagram story.
Wait, what did he say?
Suggested that
didn't pay the guy, and he posted them for exposure. They agree, and then she decided that she doesn't want them posted. She has issues and acts as if she's better than everyone. Everyone must bend to her will.
SZA posted the photos from the photo shoot first on her Instagram story and then took it down. And the reason why people think that happened is because SZA's fan pages posted the photo right after, and they took it down after SZA took it down and all this drama started to happen. So I haven't seen on the internet any screenshot with, like, you know, SZA's Instagram name at the top showing she posted this on her story, but allegedly her fan pages had access to this photo before Ed Wiggery even posted them on the internet. So that's what kind of started this whole thing. Okay, so you can form your own opinion on that. I think many people immediately were like, of course, if a woman doesn't want a photo out of her, it shouldn't be put out. And then the photos are kind of revealing, but we have seen very revealing photos of SZA before, but that doesn't mean that these photos necessarily have to be put out to the world all because we've seen her in just as revealing manners. My opinion in this situation is that because even if there was poor communication, depending on how this situation went, especially communicated via text message, I feel like that's when SZA should have made sure that some type of payment happened. Whether she had to cash app it, whether it wasn't coming from her label or whatever, whoever was supposed to pay this person for the photo shoot, that should have happened. Because outside of the situation, we hear stories at least every couple of months of influencers or mega celebrities and then somebody, especially when you have the clear, did this go through? But I don't know either of these people. So the photographer has amazing work and it seems like a good reputation.
I feel like he has the right to post them. If he paid for her hair, her makeup, the studio space, and he got nothing in return, he owns the photos, and y'all ain't gonna pay this man, I would post the pictures too.
But at the end of the day, I don't know them. So that is the first situation. Next, we have the BTS, SZA, and Lizzo drama. Now, when this happened, so many people were going to my last video to have a discussion about it. I feel like the situation got very icky fast because many people were trying to defend BTS so that they wouldn't have any allegations of being racist. And then it turned into very harsh words being put onto SZA that almost was giving a little bit of misogynoir. But let's go over what happened. So SZA was facing backlash when BTS fans were upset after she tweeted that, and I'm probably not going to pronounce some of these right, so please forgive me, that the Bangtan boys didn't care about her. Wait, so BTS stands for Bangtan? Wow, I did not know that. Okay, when they met at a Harry Styles concert in Los Angeles, California. So Jungkook and Taehyung, Jimin, and J-Hope jammed with Lizzo and SZA at the Harry Styles concert. While Lizzo and BTS posted photos of their meeting on social media, SZA didn't share any images. So a fan asked why SZA didn't post a selfie with the famous K-pop group. She replied in a tweet, "LOL, I promise Lizzo tried to introduce us. They didn't care, LMAO. It's why we don't have a picture, babe. They were so nice and cute still." She deleted her tweet and said, "This is the exact moment Lizzo tried to explain who I was. He didn't understand, but was still nice enough to hug me. Why y'all want this to be a negative so bad? It's okay and not a big deal. Everyone was kind to each other," she reportedly said. There was video footage of a BTS member hugging SZA. Because why would you say they didn't care? I think that was the biggest deal. Like, she was suggesting that they didn't care enough about her to take a photo. A part of me is like that wording was a little irresponsible. Like, for example, if someone was like, "Oh yeah, I saw SZA, but she didn't know who I was. You know, so-and-so tried to introduce me to SZA, but she didn't care, so I didn't get a photo." That's like, oh damn, like, SZA don't be taking photos with people who don't, like, that she don't know or recognize. It sounds a little weird, but at the same time, people got really heated about it, and that was where I was like, okay, this is a bit much for some shade. Because it did seem like shade, whether or not she meant it like that.
Okay, so here's some of the, backlash tweets that she was getting. So this person says, "Damn, SZA, you had a good moment with the boys, and V hugged you with great joy. Now you're acting like they weren't good with you. I hope you'll never see BTS again, because you don't deserve to see them. Hashtag leave BTS alone." Oh my gosh. Okay.
They don't play
so
about
then she started to
BTS,
respond to the backlash. She said, "I'm gonna be misunderstood till I die. Might as well have a good time." Then someone said, "There's a difference between lying and being misunderstood. You might start differing and learning." And I feel like, because this is the thing, because here she says, "I don't think they knew who I was. They were nice though," which to me is just like, why did they have to know who you were? Like, you see what I'm saying? And I don't want to put words into her mouth and say what she should have said, but I really feel like when they asked SZA, "Why didn't you get a picture?" she should have been like, "Oh, it was loud and busy. I gotta hug from them though. Hopefully I get a picture next time." Right? So there's no insinuating that people ain't know who people was and people wasn't being too good to take a picture with somebody they didn't know. Like, you're clearly with Lizzo, so at any point I feel like they would have been cool to take a picture with somebody, Lizzo's friend, if they didn't know who you were. So that's why people were like, well, if they didn't take a picture with you because they didn't know who you were, that insinuates that they were being a little stuck up. But again, hashtag SZA leave BTS alone is a bit much. So now Lizzo is defending SZA and saying, "I can confirm this. I introduced SZA, but it was so loud. I was screaming and singing 'Kiss Me More' in V's ear. Hashtag leave SZA alone." Because SZA's trying to say she's not upset. And they were very nice. Okay, so now this article pointed out something I didn't even know. But now they're insinuating even more that SZA and BTS probably knew who each other was, period. So they're saying that J-Hope played a SZA song during a birthday live stream at the time. SZA had even shared a clip of J-Hope listening to her music and said happy birthday to him. So this is potentially proof that everybody know who everybody was, and the fact that the picture wasn't taken This isn't even, it still doesn't even clear that up. And then here is the little
weird.
story posting question.
So who knows what provoked her to say that? It was up into interpretation for her. I don't know how she gets herself in these situations.
Yeah, she's off.
So the third situation is pretty much why I'm here today, because as soon as this happened, I was like, okay, I think I have enough material to just make a new video so that people know that I am seeing these things, but they just never seem like enough to just make a new video about. So SZA had crutches at the Grammys because she broke her foot. So I'm going to take you through like my whole thoughts about this and then wrap it all up with my final thoughts on these big three situations. You know, I'm looking at Twitter to see what people are tweeting about the Grammys. I don't have cable and I wasn't on any illegal streaming sites to watch the Grammys or the red carpet. So I was getting all my information delayed from Twitter. So immediately I was like, oh, she has crutches? Wow. Something must have happened.
Okay.
Messed up her ankle or whatever. So I didn't think too much about it because, of course, if my first immediate reaction was she's lying.
Wait, about what?
I immediately thought how she always be like on rocks in some sort of body on water. I'm like, she probably slipped on her. She's lying. Like, I don't want SZA to dead serious be talking about stuff and then people start to think that she's a liar because of all of the many people don't have this. And people started to speculate and question, like, why does SZA have on heels with crutches? Then is the footage of Lady Gaga holding the back of her dress so that she can go up to on stage to accept an award. And then she shimmies across the stage without using the help of the crutches. Because people were like, okay, girl, like, you can walk. You know, did you really break your ankle? But at the same time, you can do a little shimmy if your ankle is a bit swollen. So then by that time, now we're getting footage and pictures of Lil Nas X wheeling her out on a wheelchair.
All right, y'all, let me carry her back in now. My bad. Okay, congratulations. Bless that baby.
And then we start to get more interviews and whatnot of her talking about how she twisted her ankle and then later found out that it was broken because she fell out of her bed that same morning.
How'd you get up and walk in those heels?
Necessity. No, that's just, I don't know, just the power of God. And I was trying to get there because I didn't want Doja to miss her award either, so I was just trying to hold the place.
What happened and how are you doing?
I fell out the bed. It sounds foolish, but I fell out the bed. But like when you're already asleep, your cognition is not where it should be. So I couldn't like catch myself the way that I should. I'm close to it.
Okay, so here's SZA showing us all the proof. And you know, she shouldn't have to do all this, but it all helps clear her name. So yeah, it's broken. She thought it was sprained. And this was hilarious to me because she was like, oh, y'all do realize the Grammys never even asked me to perform, right? Just strange.
You want to perform like this so bad. People are hilarious.
But a clip of Michael Jackson performing like he was like hurt as well. Like, girl, is this what you wanted? That was such a random thing to add.
I would just laugh and keep it pushing.
So what's the point you're trying to make there?
So yeah, everything has pretty much been addressed. Like she really fell out of her bed and broke her ankle, and she was trying to push through the night, but many people were speculating. And of course, speculating about someone's disability and say they're not doing it or committing enough.
That ain't no goddamn disability.
I was like, I ain't about to put my face out here. Felt like when dazzling attraction for some of these things, and we just gonna have her with great crutches for like you know, so that was my only thing. I was just like, okay, they got the great crutches, so that is the truth. So we have in this whole situation, from the last three things that I've talked about, one for sure is not a lie. So now I'm gonna go over the lies, the alleged lies that we talked about in my first video to see if they hold up.
No, I'm out of here. Wait,
okay, so since that video, and I don't know if like people like Lauryn Hill are ever going to talk about SZA's plastic surgery because again she seems like someone who sees a lot of things on the internet. And in my last video I think I talked a little bit about maybe she just got like non-invasive procedures, and then many people were like, no, she probably got some heavy work done. And if she did, I do not care. I think that all because someone has
obvious she got a lot of work done, but it's okay. I mean somebody did me and said that she looked like Travis Scott little sister or something like that. I died, okay? She does, or how she used to look, kind of did look like Travis Scott from that video that I put up. I had to go back and look at it again, and I died again. Because she did, alright? So I get why she did what she did, alright? Her face looks very, very different now, and it is not just makeup, let's be clear, alright? I wear makeup. Even with a lot of makeup, you can't make these changes, alright? So she did something to her face, and she obviously did something to her body as well. She would even sing about her body in her first album and say she was insecure, she didn't have no ass, da da da. So that's what happens. People have, really strong insecurities. They end up getting surgery, especially when you got the money and time to do it. Look how long she took off from doing music. So she had a lot of time. So she did naturally gain weight, of course, because she, put on some weight. It looks great on her. But let's stop playing games. She also got her body done. But, she looks good. And it's her life, her money. So no shame at all. But she got surgery, so I hope she's not saying that she didn't get nothing done. No, actually, in her new album, I just fucking reacted to that on my Patreon. She said that she got her body done. She said, I just got my body done. So she's admitting it. So I don't think this could be used on this video, but let's see what she says.
Their body or their face doesn't make it a free-for-all for people to now, comment on their looks in unhinged ways. It's like, you wouldn't say someone is ugly if they haven't had their looks and call them ugly or say it was some work on her face, allegedly. But yeah. Thanks for watching.
Oh, that's okay.
So, this video made its way onto my timeline, and I have some time today. I do. And I have some receipts, too. So, let's just run some tape. There's a tweet of SZA asking about a TV brand because she never owned a TV. And then a picture was shown with her and a TV in the background. She never owned one. This is literally our text messages of her telling me that she just bought a TV for the first time. And I was shocked because she always used a projector. She loved projectors. She lived by projectors. If you followed SZA in her earlier days, all she did was use a projector for her.
Girl,
she said she doesn't like cake. Her mother did.
Oh, we already talked about this.
This is in 2017.
Oh, wait, she got hurt.
That does not mean that she really enjoys cake, lady. 3. Oof. Okay, sorry, my blood is boiling. There's a tweet of SZA saying that she's allergic to a lot of different vegetables. This is in 2017 when we went to the doctor to go get her tested for what she's allergic to because she's been having so many stomach issues for years. 2013 is when that other... Oh my gosh, hold on, I'm sorry. I'm really shaking and I want to dance. 2013 is when that article was posted about her liking salads. She did eat salads, and it ended up here getting tested because she couldn't figure out what the heck was wrong. 4. You curious person. Is that you're saying she probably didn't need the crutches? Look at her. You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. I don't even know you, and you're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. And 5. I love how you were saying that you met her in the bathroom of Schoolboy Q's party, and you asked her, you said, oh, SZA, I love you, and then you asked her about her hairbender. Where the heck do they do? Who do you walk up to and say that to, regardless of anything? I love how you try to flip it like that. Like that's regular normal. It's really weird. You should worry about washing your hands. You curious human being. Have a good day. Everybody.
Okay. Sure, girl, you better ride for your friend if that's what you choose to do. But yeah, she does seem to be a little off, and she does seem to tell lies. But sure, this is what she wants to do at her very grown age. Then that's just what she wants to do. She want a lot of y'all, right? She want to tell y'all BTS, well, them niggas act like they don't know, but they did me so dirty. They didn't take a picture with me. Fuck them niggas. And then, footage comes out. Oh, no, what I meant was, hey, if that's what she wants to do, that's what she wants to do. Whatever. But yeah, she's definitely an odd character. Y'all let me know what y'all thought, though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all the next time. Bye.